Look at that lush. Look at that lush. And he's my big tomcat. That's Tommy. This is Neil, Neil's Hunt Dynasty. Please like, share, subscribe. Buy yourself some silver, some platinum. Be kind, helpful, and grateful. Because when bad times start coming, jerks are going to be the first one to feel not being kind, helpful, and grateful. Because people won't want to be kind, helpful, and grateful to a jerk. So stop it before it starts. Be kind, helpful, and grateful right now. Shadow said to. With green eyes, yeah. And Ginger said to. And Harley said to. My two little rugrats. Where are the two little rugrats? There's the two little rugrats that are going to bother me during this report. This one most especially. And they're the other two sweet babies. But that's not what this is about. This is about change to the gold market. I don't know what kind of change, but I see a pathway, and I'll narrate through the exact same thing happening to America and American people. But anyhow, let's get through with this report. Let's see what we got going on here.
However, unfortunately, none of this gold remains in Burkina Faso, and the payments for it are not fair. Instead, European companies exploit Burkina Faso's gold and other minerals. The young people of Burkina Faso work in terrible conditions in the gold mines for these European companies, who pay them very little. All the gold ends up in the coffers of European banks, leaving nothing for the people of Burkina Faso. As a result, 40% of the population lives below the poverty line, and Burkina Faso ranks 184th out of 191 countries in the Human Development Index. But now, the military leader and president of Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traoré, has announced a strategy to change this situation. He vows that the West will no longer obtain gold from Burkina Faso at below market prices. He aims to regain control of the country's reserves and put an end to the exploitation. The details of his plan are yet to be revealed. Captain Ibrahim Traoré, the head of state of Burkina Faso, recently declared that the era of freely exporting gold to the Western world is over. Despite coming to power through a military coup, he is determined to correct the mistakes made by previous leaders regarding the nation's natural resources, finances, and overall progress. In the past, Africans have risked their lives to extract these resources, often resorting to hazardous methods, such as using mercury and engaging in small-scale mining operations.
Okay, this is where I want, one of the times I'd like to narrate some stuff in here. If you look at the conditions they're in, they are the 14th largest exporter of gold, and they are extracting gold. So I'm sure the big company that you'll hear of later is doing a good job with the big equipment, but I'd say probably 60% of it is done by unsophisticated means, and they could probably improve their standing in the gold market by increasing their ability to get the gold out of the ground. Sorry, this little guy got it. So let's get back to the show anyhow.
Unfortunately, the fruits of their labor are taken by intermediaries who purchase these resources at significantly reduced prices. These intermediaries then sell the resources in Western markets, reaping substantial profits that remain outside of Africa. President Ibrahim Traoré is committed to ending this exploitation once and for all. He highlighted the challenges faced by many Africans involved in dangerous mining operations to extract gold. These individuals receive minimal compensation when selling their gold in the African market. Subsequently, the gold is exported to Western markets, benefiting others while neglecting the needs of local communities. This practice not only hampers job creation, but also hinders overall development as the money is drained away from the local economy. Burkina Faso faces a significant challenge when it comes to the prominent mining company Endeavour Mining. This multinational corporation, based in the UK, holds a dominant position in Burkina Faso's gold mining sector, controlling nearly 1/3 of the country's gold market.
1/3
To
of it.
complicate matters further, Endeavour Mining acquired the Mana Mine in July 2020 as part of its takeover of a Canada-based gold miner. This situation highlights a recurring issue where ownership of African resources often falls into the hands of foreign entities.
Now, this is where I want to interject. That happens here in America, but it doesn't fall in the hands of foreign entities. We don't get to profit off of our natural resources because some politician sold the rights to a company, and that I'm aware of. Americans aren't getting that much out of it either. So there's some stuff going on there. I'm going to end this report because I don't want it to be too long. I'll do a part 2 here a little bit later, maybe. You guys have a good day, and I hope I didn't waste too much of your time. Good night.